Constant.
So you have to first create a prefix sum of this array and prefix sum. So in prefix sum, what happens? So prefix sum of the all previous numbers of that for that position. So if you write the prefix sum of this array, it becomes 1, then 4, then 5, then 3. So you just write this prefix sum of this array.
So you're saying, yeah, I don't really know what a prefix sum is. You keep saying that, but I don't.
Yeah, just prefix
So
sum
like
is
this,
for every index you are summing all the previous numbers. Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. Um, like that.
Yeah, just check if the sum is, yeah, the array is correct or not. 1, 4, 5, then 3, then 6, then 1, then 1, then I think 9 it will be. 1 after that,
Hold
6,
on, yeah,
then uh, hmm, 1, then it will be 9.
yeah,
Yeah, 9 and then
and then 20.
20. 20. Yeah. So hmm, now it comes. See, so you can observe few things here. What you have observed that some is repeating, means there is some duplicates. Did you observe that some duplicate sum is there?
Yeah, the one and the one.
Hmm. That means something is repeating, means its prefix sum means what, it's a sum of every possible subarrays. Basically, for every index we are summing up the all previous numbers. So for that means
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
what we are doing, we are just summing up the subarrays basically for that index, for till that index. So start from the
Yeah.
beginning till that index, we are basically summing up.
Yeah, no, yeah, I understand what we did. So the
Yeah.
point is, do we know that if there's duplicates in this array, the answer is true?
Hmm. But why this duplicates is coming? Can you miss tell your
Yeah,
observation? Can you share your observation?
yeah, I have to reason through it.
Because there is some subarray with zero sum inside that. How? See, we are just summing up the numbers. That means summing up the numbers means it's combined of negative and positive, and some summations is neutral, it makes it neutral. So that means uh, there is some subarray present, uh, some subarray present till this one, 6 till this one, yeah, till this one, 336,
Yeah,
6,
I'm just trying to curious.
7,
I'm
8,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
pause for a
So
moment and think
this
of why
subarray,
that's
yeah,
true. But
this
I
subarray is 0, right? So
yeah,
that means this
yeah.
summation is repeating, means duplicating. So this is one subarray
Ah, yeah. So this because
and this
this
is one subarray.
equals this, we know that the difference between the two of them has to be zero
Yes,
because this to this is zero. Like the difference between this and this is zero.
0,
So this must be zero
0.
by itself.
Yes,
Because okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense.
yeah, this is the logic.
Now let me think about this a little bit. See if I have any questions about it. Yeah. Um,
And another thing you have to check if that array itself contains a 0 or not.
yeah.
Just
This
stick.
this first array.
Yeah, and there are many such questions, so just understand this concept very carefully. Okay, lots of questions are there
Yeah.
based upon this. Hmm? We will solve.
So yeah, I'm just thinking of what it would look like real quick because I think this would be a rather fast one to do. Right. So I think it would just like help me memorize it. We're not memorize, but learn. Okay, so we have our input, and then all we're doing is first it would be uh, if input dot include 0, return true, right? And that's just one single for loop through the array. And with this here, this is going to be an O of n operation in itself. And then we're just going to take input dot, actually, const sums is input dot map, kind of. Hold on. Let me think about how. I mean, I know I could do this like a for loop, but I don't do it. Okay. Input dot. Now, how do I check for duplicates? That's going to be its own thing.
You know about two sum problem?
Yeah, I haven't done it in a very long time, but yeah. But I'm just.
So you have to use that concept. So what we did to some problem, we subtract the. Uh, can you tell me how you solve the two sum problem? And,
I mean, no, I don't memorize algorithms. I don't really have any interest in memorizing them, but I could solve it
no,
if I
yeah.
saw it.
So
Do something that's
same.
not hard. Hold up.
Yeah, copy paste that
What's the
question.
prompt of the two sum problem? Can you tell me what the prompt is?
You have a array and you have a target sum given with you. So you have to find
Yeah,
that that sum is present inside the array or not.
yeah. Believe if it's present. Um, so that one is the brute force is 2 pointers just trying every possible sum, but you don't
Subarray.
have to do that.
That means n square. We
Um,
cannot do that.
is the array sorted?
No,
No.
array is not sorted.
Um, and the optimal solution is in linear time, so you don't sort it.
We do not need to sort it.
Yep. Okay. So let's say I'm taking the same
Same
array and
thing.
I'm
So
looking. This is basically kind of like the two sum problem. I'm just looking for 0. Oh no, but the two sum is any 2 digits. Never mind, so it's different. So let's say I'm looking for 4. The answer is going to be true because of these first two, or 6. It'll be
we
true
need
because
a
of 3 and 3.
hashing. Yeah, we need
So how do I
hashing.
get to that in linear time?
Yeah, we need hashing here.
In
Hashing.
linear. Yeah. So you end up making like a cache of some sort or a hash map or whatever you want to call it. And then.
So you have to find the sum minus the array element. So it will be one. Just give me 1 minute. I need to wash my hands.
Yeah. I have to grab something from the door real quick anyway.
Yeah. So what you have to search here, you have to search basically sum, the target sum which is given to you, minus what is the array? Let's say array a r r of every element. Let's say I. So if it is
Yeah.
contains inside this array, that means it's there. So let's say sum is something. Just take an example. So let's take an example of sum. Not prefix. This is not prefix sum. Just take this example.
Now hold up, but don't isn't But don't you do, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Don't you do that? So you have the sum of the arrays 20. And then it's like 1. Oh, that's not 19. Uh, I don't follow what you're trying to say.
Sorry, Miss, you told something?
I don't understand what you're saying. I'm pretty sure I could solve this problem, but like I'm just confused trying to follow what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Let me tell you again. This sum is the sum which is in the question given to you, not 20. So let's take an example, a valid example. So write it down: 2, 7, 11, and 15.
Okay.
2, 7, 11, and 15. Yeah. And the sum is given to you is 9, target sum. The sum,
Got it.
yeah, 9 is there. So you have to tell me that sum is
Yeah.
there or not.
Okay. Yeah. I'm being silly. Yeah, I know the answer.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like, yeah. 9. So I don't know if this is particularly how you're doing it, but you would have to subtract.
Yeah, so what you do, you just find 2 and you subtract 9 minus 2, that means 7, and 7 is already there in the hash map. In the data structure. For this kind of problem, we take the hashing. So,
Yeah, I don't know why I have 9. It should be 2. So yeah, well, so really what it is it's not that the 2 finds the 7. It's when I get to the 7, I know I found the answer.
yes, we have to take
Because
for this step.
first, yeah, okay, so like I loop through it. I say, okay, 2 is equal to 7. Is 7 in the hash map? No, it's not. Okay, cool. So we throw it away. Then we say 7. 9 minus 7 is 2. Is 2 in the hash map? Yes, it is. Therefore, we know we already found
Yes,
the other piece. Okay, I'm understanding. So we're going to do a similar thing in like a prefix sum.
In that prefix sum. And always
All right,
remember...
okay, hold on. Don't just real quick. I'll let you say, but don't tell me what it is yet. I think I can figure it out based off that. I want to go through that. But go ahead. You can say what you would say.
Yeah, I am adding one thing. So all prefix sum needed means most of the prefix sum problems needs a hashing. Either it's hash set or hash map. So you need any of them. Most of the problems. Okay, that I am adding.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Now you can think again.
Okay. So we have our prefix sums. And if there's, we know if there's a repeat number. I'm stupid. These are the kinds of things that I could definitely, I do this
Take
all the
some
time.
time. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm coming.
So yeah, and it's funny because I was even thinking about using a set instead of a map, but we'll just keep this really simple and use a hash map.
Map here because we are not doing some... we are not storing anything. We just return boolean.
Yeah. So essentially, what I was even just going to do right there is you just so yeah, this is an interesting way of doing it, but so we'll say input dot reduce, and then first you take your value, and then your sum, which will say equals 0 to start, and this needs to go in parentheses. I guess I could take this out of the comment. It would make a little bit more sense. And that's an array. So this is like a reduce statement, which will just take the value and add it to the sum. So we'll say new sum equals value. Actually, yeah, we can do that. I'm not. I want to go. So yeah, I can even just do this. Sum plus equals value. So we're taking the sum, we're adding it to the value, and then I can go. We're going to do this. We'll do let set size. set. I shouldn't call this set. We could call this sum set or something. Dangerous to use keywords that are so close. We'll do size. And then if, sorry, so we figure out the sum, and then we are going to do sumset dot add, and we're going to add the sum to the set. And then if set size equals sumset dot size, so basically if the size has not changed because we've tried to add the same value twice, we will return true. Otherwise, we will change set size to
Why
equal
you are
the
checking?
new size. And if we get to the end without, oh, actually, hold on, this isn't, yeah, this is true. If we get to the end of all this looping and we don't find it, then we will return false. And hold on, I need to return some in the reducer. Okay, so hold on though, there's, oh, it's because I have this O(n) thing here. And then, why do you
Return
not like this?
return true.
Hold on, let's, oh, yeah. No. But did I type return? I'm tired.
Return
Um,
true.
And what am I doing? Oh, I called it value instead of val. Oh, val here.
I have a question here. What you have done?
Okay, sorry. So I know the reduce statement might be a little weird if you're not super used to JavaScript.
Reduce,
So I can
yeah,
walk
you
through it.
can use a loop here. Means reduce is working here.
Yeah, it's a loop.
It's a
All
loop.
reduce is a loop is it's a loop and it passes whatever this. So this is whatever the next value of input is. So index 0, 1, 2, 3, and this value is whatever was returned from the last iteration. So it's just the previous sum.
Yeah, what you are doing here, you are checking with the size, but how we are, what's your logic to for this size? How you can you you conclude that
Yeah,
there is? Yeah, tell me.
yeah. So essentially, a set in JavaScript, I'm sure other languages have something similar, will only allow unique values.
Unique, yeah.
So if you try to add the same value twice, it won't add anything. So the size won't change.
Yes.
So basically, I'm storing what the size was before you added it. So like in the first iteration, the size is 0. Like this, I could equally make this 0, right? Because it's an empty set.
Yeah.
But so if I go through here and I try to add a number, so the first time around I'll add 1. So our sum size will be
1.
1, right? And then I'm going to add 4, so our sum size will become 2. And then it sets it here. So right, it checks it, and it's different. So we're going to keep going. We'll reset it to 2. We'll add 4. We'll reset the size to 2 now, and we're going to return that 4. Next time around, it's 5. And so we'll add 5. Now the size is 3, so it fails this check. And I'm not going to read through all of them, but eventually we get to here, and our size is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 new values. This time, we're going to calculate that the sum is 1. So we're going to try to add 1 to the set. It's not gonna add. And we're going to say, okay, oh, wait, hold on. This is wrong. Oh, no, this is right.
No,
so
just do it.
At this point, 1, 2,
Yeah.
3,
Can you repeat
4,
again?
5.
Can you repeat again?
Yeah, so the set size will be 5 on, like,
Take
let's
your
say
time.
when we're pointing at this.
If you can slow down. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we're pointing here,
Yeah.
so we're at 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 4, 5, 3, 6. I should write this up. So we have our set. I'll call it sum set. And the sum set's values are set, and it's 1, 4, 5, 3.
No need to store
6.
any. Yeah, that is taking extra space. So we need to optimize it. So you are storing that inside a set, right?
Yeah.
Means extra another set. Means we do not need that. Yeah. So you are here, right? Yeah, from at the 6. So after that
Yeah.
6 minus 5, it's 1. So
Yeah. So
that
we try to add one to the set. Right now, what the code does is this size
this
is 5.
hmm,
So our set size variable will be equal to 5. I'm going to try to add 1, right? Because our sum here is 1,
hmm,
or a sum. Well, I'll say even more specific. Our sum is 6 plus minus 5, which equals, oh, sorry, that's supposed to be a 6. 6 plus minus 5, which
minus
equals 1.
1.
We go to add the 1 to the set. So now this set size remains 5 because we don't add a 1 because you can't. So then on line 38, it says, oh, okay, there was already a 1 present in the set, so return true. And
Yeah,
then
it's
oh,
fine.
actually, hold on, this won't work. I need to use a loop. Ooh, that was dangerous. Oh, that was dumb. But I mean, it's the same thing.
Map and reduce,
See?
yeah, used before
Yeah,
reduce. But yeah, basically, if you simplify this thing in the interviews, that will be easy for, yeah. So use the loop
yeah.
whenever required. Hmm. So you
Okay,
have done
that's
the
fair.
size thing. That's fine. In this case, fine. So it simply, there is a method in set. There is a method that contains method. In Java, it has. In JavaScript, should be there. Has method
But
is
so
there.
are you specifically you're trying to do it in like constant space without adding an external data structure?
No, no, no. It will take that. Means I am saying that to you are storing somewhere that sum. So it can be done two ways. See, the prefix sum. What you can do. Let me annotate this. So what you can do, this prefix sum you can store in another data structure, let's say another array. I was thinking like that. So we do not need that to store this prefix sum. What we are doing in place, what you are doing here, this is in place, right? So we do that. And for
Yeah,
this set we need that, we need this set, but we do not need to
yeah, I thought
store
so.
that.
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
to keep track of.
yeah. Now in there is simply you have to find the sum. You added the sum, you there is a method called has in the JavaScript also. If that sum is already there, so
Mm,
set dot
yeah,
has.
you're right. That would be a slightly better way to do it, right?
Yeah. So the
Yeah,
set dot has, Java has say it contains. So those methods are there. So if the set contain, so in the two sum also, when we are solving these,
yeah,
it also there is something called has key, or in Java contains key. So like that we just simply
yeah. It's
check. Yeah,
in JavaScript is even faster. You would just try to access it. You could literally just go like if cache at key, and if that can you basically say is not undefined. And if you did that, you could just return true.
and
Yeah.
I have many things to add here.
Okay.
First thing is that when you are adding this, you are adding how you are adding. You have to add in the hash set. How you have added
Oh yeah. This is actually going to change. It's going to be input I.
input of. Wait a minute. You have to add in
So
the
this is like a
set. Sorry, you have to add in the set. Input is what?
oh yeah I deleted that line by accident there. Sunset dot add. So,
Yeah. So this thing you have to add always after this checking, not before the accidentally. If you
yeah, of
add
course.
before that,
Yeah,
always it will give you true. Okay. So it will
yeah,
be after this condition, and this is one thing. Input of I. Yeah, it's fine now. Yeah, it's false. Another thing you have to check, that's the sum. If the sum itself is zero, if the sum itself is zero, it should be or. If this or if the sum is zero, if the sum
yeah. That
equal
makes total sense. Yep.
equal equal zero. Now I am telling another, I am sharing the one example. One It's one, two.
And actually, we could make this a little bit better, right? By doing if um, the input at I is equal to 0. And then we can avoid this loop in the beginning. Now it's all just done with it.
Sorry, you told. Yeah,
Yeah, so I just took that condition and put that inside loop 2, and then you just have one loop.
yeah. See those that is we have done already here. So that is I can say this also do the same. Now what I have taken an example. Okay, this is the array given to you. What's the prefix sum? This is the prefix sum of that array, right?
Yeah,
But you can see there is no repeating, means there is no duplicate sum. It's not
yeah,
repeating,
but there's a
but
0.
there is a
So
zero. That's why we have taken this sum is zero. If the
yeah,
sum itself is
yeah, that makes
zero,
sense.
or if the set contains the sum, like this last example, both the cases you have to return that.
Yeah,
So you have to remember this kind of
yeah,
example as well in your mind. Okay.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I'm trying to think of it slightly. Yes. I mean, technically this could get moved down here, but I think that just makes it a little bit more hard to understand what's going on. So I'm going to leave this one here because this is checking the sum and this is checking the value.
Value, yeah, it's
But
taking every input in means every input from that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if you can comment this for future references, you can do.
yeah.
Your next task will be I'm giving homework. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
I like one.
you found that there is some subarray present. Now you have to find the length of the subarray. This is your
Okay,
homework. The length of the subarray and print the subarray which contains the zero sum.
okay.
Do two homeworks based upon
Print
this.
this up.
This will be
Right.
more complex. You have to think a lot of. You have to do some dry run on that. Okay.
Yeah,
These things, these are the variation they asked during the interviews. Now there is some lead code question based upon that. Okay, just yeah, just do the commenting.
okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Like length is like one addition, and then printing the subarray is another, but all at once.
Yeah, the both are different. Both are different questions.
Yeah. Okay.
Now it was given zero sum. If it is given a perfect means a target sum is given. Let's say one target sum is given, not zero. You have to find the target sum, not zero sum. Same question, but there is a sum. Means target sum, a valid sum. Let's say k.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, another thing. What's
Um,
the subarray and what's the subsequence?
oh, yeah, you're right. It's a subsequence specifically. I mean, a subarray is just is basically a subsequence, but they have to be what you call it. They have to be consecutive. With a subarray, they don't have to be consecutive, right?
You just told the opposite. Okay.
Oh, really? A subarray has to be so like this is a subarray,
Yeah,
not a
subarray is
subsequence.
consecutive. Yeah.
Whereas a subsequence could be 4, 3, 1.
Yeah, that is subsequence.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
we
a
are
question we
doing
can ask.
right now. For few problems, we will do sub arrays, not subsequence. We are not means we are not going to subsequence, and those are different problems. Those are
But this
different.
one, oh, okay, this one was asking for a subarray.
All are sub arrays.
Gotcha.
Now,
Okay. I mean, I'm not super hung up on terms like that. I just ask. I
uh,
don't think anyone's ever had an issue in an interview telling me what they mean. Um,
sorry, I could not understand.
okay.
Can you tell me?
No, don't worry about it. I'm just, I'm not super worried about memorizing the difference between like a subarray and a subsequence
Yeah,
because
means
in an interview, you can just ask and no one cares. Um,
we will
but
solve sub, because the thing is that if it is subsequence, the sliding window prefix sum both will fail. So you have to
yeah,
first think that it is sub array or subsequence. So this problem, let's say
yeah,
they will ask you subsequence. If the subsequence, you have to find the subsequence as zero sum. Then you do not need the prefix sum or sliding. Those you can do different
yeah,
ways. Or
yeah,
these
yeah,
techniques will not work in that case. First of all,
yeah,
so that is one thing. Yeah. Now, if it is target sum given to you, what you can do?
yeah. Okay. You think about that for a second.
Take an example. Best is take.
Basically, I know, I think I have the answer. Give me like 1 second to think of the answer.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have them memorized, but I can solve them.
No, no, no. No need to
Instead of
memorize. It
instead of looking
is.
for a repeating number, you're just looking for something that has that difference.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. You got it. Yeah. No need
so
to memorize,
like
but it comes through intuition. You solve more
yeah,
problems.
exactly. Yeah. That's what I mean. I mean, like I find this helpful, but like sometimes give me like 1 second to think
You
through it
once
because
you take your
I do think
time.
I learned from figuring it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
You take your time. No problem.
uh, okay. So yeah. So let me see if I can even let me just copy this.
Yeah.
Targets
You just
for
change few things here. Code is same.
exactly. Yeah. So I mean, I guess one way to do it would be sum plus target or sum minus target. Hold on, let me think about this. Plus target, I think. Um,
Little.
right. Let me think about this. So if my target was 2, this would be the answer would be true. So I could just take the subsequence right here, or subarray rather. So 4 and 5, the difference is 1. Oh, is it really just this? um, let me think. Because let's say I was looking for a subsequence of 1, then this would be true. And I have, oh, hold up. Maybe it's not this.
No problem. Take your time. I'm here.
It's definitely something with this, right? Basically, you're trying to see the difference
I just
between,
told you when we are solving the two sum problem. Same thing.
yeah, I mean, yeah, you'd have like, yeah, you could do it like that. But that's the same thing as doing it with the set. They're the same thing.
Yes.
It's just a slightly different way of doing it. Um,
So basically, that thing is not required. If see another thing, if you are just wait. As
sorry, I know I'm moving.
we are checking here, so we are checking here, right? So this checking is means not irrelevant for this. Okay, if you do not check this first condition, that still that will work. Hmm.
Wait, you're saying it would work if I did this?
Yeah, yeah, still will.
Really?
Yes.
You're saying this one down here would work. Yeah, that makes sense. Because then essentially we get the 0. If there was a 0 present, this case would end up being true.
Mhm.
This would happen at some point. Oh yeah, it would be right next to each other. Because it would be, yeah, you would insert the number, you'd add 0 to it, and you'd check to see if it was there. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, but so we took this out. Oh, what does that tell me though? Oh yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking here. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is, but it's not for 0 or sum equals target,
Yes. Nice.
and this is a double bar. But yeah, so yeah, you're just checking if the sum plus the target is present in the set already, and then you're seeing or if the sum's actually equal to it. Yeah, is that right?
Sum
Yes.
plus target, or just think about that something is wrong. Plus minus.
No, I'm trying to think here
Yeah.
because if again, so we're looking for a target of 1. So we
Take an
have
example. Yeah.
this.
Take an example. Better take an valid example. I am giving you an
Yes. So I'm
example.
looking at this example up here. Oh, you have okay. I can take one. Yeah.
10 to 10 comma 2.
Yeah.
10 comma 2 minus 2 negative negative 2 negative 20 20, yeah, and 10. So and the sum is given to you is negative 10.
Okay. And then if I calculated that lovely prefix sum, if I did that, I would end up with a 10, 12, 10, negative 20, and a 10. And I'm looking for a negative 10. Right, hold on, this would not be this one. This would be negative 10, right? And the target is negative 10, right? Well, then I'd find it because of this. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did that right. So yeah, this would return true because it would hit this condition.
Yeah, if it is there, yeah.
The question is, what is this condition? So this example doesn't really find me that one. Because I mean, I see these two 10s are the same, but that's not the same thing in this case because
No,
this
yeah.
here is not negative 10.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
because this is coming because see, there is some zero sub array, so that's coming duplicate. So but the question is
yeah,
different in this case, so we have to find the target sum.
yeah. But in this case, the only reason the answer is yes is because I
The
hit this
sum,
condition.
yeah,
It
that
doesn't test this condition.
example I have to think another example. uh, what example I can take, let me think.
I think this one works, right?
Take any example.
Like there's target's 1, and there is a 1 in here. Yeah, like I think like this example would work because like let's say I have 1, right? And we know that that answer is going to be true because I'll be able to get to that with this chunk here. This is 1, right? 1 plus 3 plus 1 minus 2. No, that's not. What? Oh, yeah, I don't know how math works. We'll say 3. So we know that this has a sum of 3, right? So when I get to this, how is this and the or this? Yeah, because this is the subarray. So I'm imagining if I compare this with this, I get 3 somehow. Some way I know that that is 3. Or is it the difference between these two? That just makes sense. Oh, I mean, no, this is the same thing because the answer is within 3. Never mind. Is there?
Hmm?
Oh, I know. I need an example where the first number is not included in the sum. That's the problem. So let's take we'll, we'll even use the same we use the same example when you just used, but instead of having a target of 10, we'll have a target of, I don't know, negative 22, right? So that would just be these two, correct?
Yes,
So that's looking at these numbers.
I'm telling you, this is, you are correct. You're in right direction, but this thing will be target minus input of I. This will be there.
Hmm. Okay. Let me think about why. Um,
Same like to
what's
sum.
up?
Same like to sum. This is done into sum as well. I just told you that time. That's why
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
So 9 minus 2, 9 minus 7, like that. Same thing. But we are doing using prefix sum. That's the difference.
So the target.
Minus 20. That means plus
So we
20.
know
Minus
it's
minus 2.
here
Minus minus gives plus.
would be
Minus 2.
2,
Minus
and
2.
is
2 is already present in that set.
it's it's not. Is it? Am I? Why would there be a 2 in this set?
See, minus 22 minus 20
Yeah, would be negative 2.
to plus 20, and
Yeah. Yeah.
negative 2 is there because you already add that.
But that's in this array, not the that's not the sum array. That's the input array.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the sum
So,
array.
let me think. Just wait. We are missing something. This is negative 2.
Yeah.
We are doing here target, and if the set is contains, mm, if the set it contains the sum is, if sum is target, that's fine. And what we are doing here, sum, target means our target sum.
Which is this prefix sum array.
Mm-hmm. 1 minute, let me think. Oh, wait a minute.
Are you think I see how this would work, but I don't know if this is there's something is missing, right? So like I could do
Something,
10
just wait.
and then add the sums. So 10 is 10.
So what we are doing here, which example we are doing, yeah. So the
Negative
target
2
is minus
is
22, and can do here, in that case we just add that value. The current sum we are using, if the current sum means the prefix sum, yeah. So what you can do, if you do sum minus target, what it gives.
where?
If I do sum minus target, 1 minute, it's simply different. Let's try run. Oh, wait, let's try run with an example that gives
That's
me.
sum of target at what point though?
Hmm. So 20 minus negative 22 is our target, and the sum is sum is, let's
So
see,
at
12.
where, which one are you
Yeah,
looking at?
I am looking at it, this prefix sum. Just dry run once.
Hold on.
Dry run once.
Yeah.
This will work. This will
Okay.
work
Yeah. I think
basically because, see, we are considering the prefix sum. This will work if
yeah.
we are finding some pairs. In that case, this will work. But as we are
Right.
considering the sub array, yeah, in that case, this will not work. This case will not work because we are considering the sub array. Yeah, that's it. That you have to remember. It will work if we are finding some pair. So
If we were finding what?
pair,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
pair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it works in twosome, but it wouldn't work in this necessarily.
Yeah, because that is a pair, not a subarray, right?
Yeah, but this would work. If we take the sum and we minus the target, and we already have that value in, then we know that that value
Hmm.
is away from the current sum is away from the from the current value by the target. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this works. We'll walk through an example. But
Yes, that's the case here. Hmm. Now your task is to same. The home task will be same. You have to
yeah,
find
but
the
just these two,
length,
right?
and the print the subarray.
Yep, sounds good. Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, and let me know once done.
Yeah, yeah, I will. So what? Just I know we're at time, so I don't want to keep you late. But
Yeah.
what would when can we and should we schedule the next one?
Same time. I think this
Yeah,
time fine. No, not every day. Some days I
yeah,
have some meetings, so today I do
yeah,
not
for
have.
sure. Same actually. I don't know if I'm still.
Today is Wednesday. Weekends I am free. You are free on weekends?
Yeah, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah,
I can't
sometimes
do Friday. I can't do Friday this week, and I might be able to do Saturday though.
Saturday. Yeah, Saturday we can do. Friday I have
Okay.
some task.
Are you busy tomorrow? By any chance?
Tomorrow, tomorrow I am busy. Yeah, so Saturday will be fine for me.
Okay. Yeah, we could do the same time on
Yeah,
Saturday.
solve these
I don't.
problems. It will also take some time for you. So those things, print, and you can solve using recursion. You can solve using iterative way. You can solve with substring. Sorry, it's array. Yeah, this can be done. This question can be asked as a string problem. We'll discuss that later. But yeah, try to solve those things.
Yeah, yeah. I imagine a string problem wouldn't be. We just have to convert it. But yeah, okay.
So we'll discuss that. There are
Okay.
different substring problems also.
I
There
don't know
substring.
exactly how to set up the meeting, so I tried to do it, but I think we both have to do it. So we could set it for the same time now on Saturday.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
So
Okay. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you. Okay. Bye.